After my last video, I got all kind of response, but nobody addressed the elephant in the room. That 70 million people chose to vote for a convicted felon, a lying convicted felon. You know he was lying because his lips was moving. And you chose to vote for him over a black woman. It's been said that white men are more sexist than racist. That was brought about in 2007. However, we thought we had learned from his first tenure, but now he's off to the races, and it's going to get worse.
Oh man, I got some liberal tears for y'all today. Some liberal tears. So I hope y'all are ready to laugh. Because we're going to be doing a lot of that today. I got a compilation video not a compilation video. I got some clips that I came across that I want to show y'all because they're absolutely hilarious. Watching these folks on the left cry and complain, oh man, it is so hilarious, so sweet, so refreshing to sip on some liberal tears. In some cases, literally, as you're about to see in this first clip. But with that being said, let's dive in.
Do you know how hard it is to go to sleep every night knowing that this motherfucker is a convicted and he is breaking every law he can break, and he is in control, and we're letting this happen? You know how up that is. God damn, this needs to stop. This goddamn nightmare, please.
I told you, in some cases, literally in tears. Literally in tears, bro. In tears. Because we have a guy who can actually run the country in office. But carry on.
Ain't no more motherfucking talking. We done said everything we done had to motherfucking say. It's time to do something about this motherfucking racist government officials that are making us struggle and getting rich off our ass, and we having to do the work, and they're not giving us shit. They calling us terrorists and killing us.
They're calling you terrorists and pine boxing you? I don't think so, but carry on.
Do you know how fucking embarrassing it is to be from America and to be under that big leaning tower of orange and that big barrel-chested Samsung refrigerator built as billionaire? I hate it here. I'm about to lose my mind. I'm about to lose my shit. Someone nuke us, please. Just fucking do.
Hold on. Big leaning tower orange and big barrel-chested Samsung refrigerator built. Oh my goodness. Samsung refrigerator built, but based on this video, I ain't gonna even say that. You know what? I'm not gonna even. She called Elon Musk Samsung big barrel-chested Samsung refrigerator built, or unless she's talking about Trump. Either way, she called one of them. I would assume to be under that effing big leaning tower of orange. No, I think she's talking about Elon, referring to him as a Samsung refrigerator built. But if you look at, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to even go there. I'm not going to even go there. I'll let y'all talk about it in the comments. All right, next clip.
I want to share something that just happened around me that made me really anxious for disability awareness. I heard like an explosion sound. It sounded like a, if you know what I mean. And I'm near a mall in America, so unfortunately that's a valid fear. I look behind me, instinctually, fight or flight, you know? And all I could see in the direction of the sound was a white Jeep that has an American flag on it, and they parked near me, and they're like getting out of their car and going to dinner or something. Unfortunately, my instinct was to duck, because I heard an explosion noise, I saw that truck, Jeep, whatever, and all I could think was that there was danger nearby and I had to duck and hide my head and make sure I was safe. I'm feeling really emotional over the fact that I even have to be worried about that, considering how I look, how I'm presenting right now, where I live, the political status of everything happening right now. And hearing a noise like that and seeing a car like that at the same time can cause a fear so intense that I have to hide and turn off all the lights and duck and cover. I waited till the lights passed, and then I waited a while after that. Turns out the car was parked behind me, so if this was an emergency, you know. But yeah, I wish I could be proud of this country, but instead I am in fear of the symbols that represent it. So, thank you for listening.
There's so much I could say about that. But one, you thought the person that had the American flag was the one that was doing all this, but yet a lot of these, pew-pewers out here, they aren't patriots. They aren't America-loving individuals. And maybe I'll go into more detail on that because I think there was a manifesto that got released recently. So maybe we can go into more detail in another video on that. But yeah, that one doesn't make any sense. And you're not proud of America. You're afraid of the symbol of it. Okay, well, if you're so afraid of America and there's, America is so terrible, why don't you go to a better place? How about that? Anyway, carry on.
They asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and all I said is I wanted to come to Chili's and talk real loud about how much I hate Donald Trump. And Greg at it. They asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and all I said is I wanted to come to Chili's and talk real loud about how much I hate Donald Trump. And Greg at it.
You wanted to talk about how much you hate Trump. Golly, man. Some of these folks, bro, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, for me, if I don't like someone, like a genuine dislike, not just like a disagreement, right? But if I genuinely hate someone to the point where I'm going to go sit down with some friends to talk bad about them, which I would never do. But if I felt that way, I would just act as if that person didn't even exist. Like, why am I giving that person my precious time? I value time. If there is one way to piss me off, it's to waste my time. If you waste my time, if you, like, for example, if you tell me, hey, yo, Rich, meet me here at such and such time, and I'm there at such and such time, and you come a half an hour, an hour later, you can bet your bottom dollar I probably ain't gonna talk to you for at least for a while, if not ever again, depending on how close of friends we are, right? Because I've done that. Literally stopped talking to people for years, because they wasted my time. I value my time, so why would I waste my time thinking about somebody else that I genuinely dislike? That just doesn't compute with me. But anyway, carry on.
We gotta do something, and we gotta do something now about this government. This corrupt government is no good. We have to do something, and action has to be taken.
Action is being taken, and it's called Doge. Because the last administration, the Democrats, were corrupt. All right, and that is what's being done. The Trump administration, I don't see how the Trump administration is corrupt. Tell me how. Explain that one to me. I don't get it. Carry on.
If you voted for Trump, you don't get to celebrate the 4th of July. No fireworks, no hot dogs, no American flag, shorts. The whole holiday is to celebrate the departure of having a king. And now look what you've done. Silly, silly little baby. You don't get to enjoy any of those things if you voted for him. Sorry. That's just for the liberals and the Democrats and the anarchists now.
Bro, I'm buying the biggest fireworks possible. I'm eating the biggest. Nah, I'm not gonna eat no big hot dog. Yeah, nah, we ain't going that far. But I am gonna be buying the biggest fireworks ever. Okay, you can't tell me I can't celebrate the 4th of July. Like, what? Are you tweaking? Like, come on, yo, it's crazy. That is crazy.
I want to remind everybody, because we are coming out of May, and then there's going to be June, and then there's going to be July. I want to remind everybody that July 4th is canceled. It's canceled. It means nothing. It's trash. It's garbage. It's something we vomited up, apparently. The 4th of July, if I hear a single f***ing firework, if I see a f***ing barbecue out there, it is canceled.
If I see a single firework, if I see a single barbecue, you ain't gonna do a gosh darn thing. Stop it with the nonsense. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? Come on and complain. Hey, you guys are loud with the fireworks. Oh, you thought that was loud? Hold on, let me take a trip down to the fireworks shop. What's the loudest stuff you got in here? I need the biggest of the biggest boom you got. Okay, give me some. I think they're called. What do you call the shells? Salutes. I think they're called. The salutes, the ones that fly up in the air, and it's not like a colorful burst. It's like a boom. That's all it is. It's just like a giant firecracker that shoots up in the air. Yeah, give me some of those. Give me some of those. Matter of fact, give me a whole case. We gonna make all types of noise, man. Come on, stop it with the nonsense. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Not a single thing. You gonna call the cops? They're lighting off fireworks on the 4th of July. We'll see how that plays out. They're lighting fireworks on the 4th of July. Please come arrest them. Fireworks are not allowed anymore. Bro, these people, man. I tell you, boy. I tell you, man, it's got to be miserable being a liberal. I'm telling you. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I really don't. Can anybody explain this to me? Actually, I think there was a study that came out that showed that liberals are the most miserable people in society, or are the most, I think it was depressed. I think it was what they studied, are the most depressed in society. And I can see why, at least a little bit on some level. Goodness gracious, man. You woke up this morning. Be happy about life. My goodness. You got to... jeez. Anyway, y'all let me know what you thought about this video in the comments. If you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments and hit that like button, all right? Hit that like button. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. It's completely free. And when you do, hit the bell button next to it so you're notified when these videos drop. Thanks for tuning in as always. Peace and love. I'm out.